Edge at 11 starts now.
Well, tonight on The Edge, a rare and some would say maybe stomach-turning find at Detroit Metro Airport. Monkey meat packed away in someone's luggage.
Of course, the story doesn't end there. That's where it kind of begins. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is live at DTW with the story. And Jess, where did this come from?
Well, both of these crazy situations and seizures of bushmeat came from Africa. And I do want to warn you before we show you the pictures, put down that late night snack. Now, this is the interesting part. Customs and Border Protection, they had 2 seizures of bushmeat within the same week this summer. Take a look at some of the pictures of what they found. Now, the first was a seizure, 11 pounds of rodent meat in someone's luggage that they uncovered. That was Customs and Border Protection upon arrival here at DTW. Now, a couple days later, run it back again. This time was probably even worse. There was someone that was carrying 52 pounds of primate meat in their luggage, among other exotic unmentionables that CPB didn't mention to us. And that was seized as well. Both are illegal. Now, in the case of the monkey meat, that passenger declared that those items as being antelopes, which you can't do. Now, all of that meat was seized, and both passengers, they were cited with $300 each that they have to pay for violating the rules here in terms of travel. You know, it's gross. You can laugh about it a little bit, but seriously, it's a big problem. These animals, they're not processed or cured how they would be here in the U.S., and there's a possibility of carrying disease. Now, we, of course, had to ask passengers here at DTW what they thought about it.
That's a lot of monkey meat. My goodness.
It looks tasty.
You're lying.
No, it looks good.
You'd eat that.
I'd eat it.
You're kidding.
I'm kidding.
You are? What's the craziest thing you've eaten?
The craziest thing I probably ever eaten was my wife's meatloaf. I'd compare that to the monkeys.
Wait, let's show the wife. Let's show the wife right there. Yeah, we had a little fun with passengers earlier today. Now, both of these situations, the meat came from Central and West Africa, where it is considered a delicacy, obviously not a delicacy to the people we talk to. Now, Customs and Border Protection, they say that they see all kinds of stuff coming through in passengers' luggage, and most of the time, it's not malicious, it's simply a misunderstanding. Very interesting, though. Reporting live in Romulus at DTW, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
You had a little fun with it, but that man is sleeping on the hotel lounger wherever they were heading to while the wife gets to bed. Hey, I want to ask you a question, though, just to be clear how this worked. This was stuff that was leaving Detroit and heading elsewhere, or is it that it was coming into Detroit when it was declared?
Yeah, so it was coming into Detroit, and you know when you have to, if you've ever taken international travel, you got to check in with Customs and Border Protection, show them what you've claimed. They rose a little suspicion with these cases. They started unpacking, and, you know, they found that gross stuff.
Definitely a lot of people talking about this one here tonight. Jessica Dupnack for us live. Thank you. Another thing that people are talking about, the popular dating T app is serving up a new piping hot controversy. The app designed to warn women about the men they're dating taking another turn.
Yeah, this one just keeps on giving, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
This time, a lawsuit alleges some posts are defamatory. They're ruining reputations. And Fox News' Dave Kinchin joins us live with more on the latest drama. Dave, even causing people to get a divorce.
Yeah, it's really a big issue in Dearborn, according to a family law attorney who says he's getting a lot more business and not for good reasons. Let's go to some video. We'll tell you all about it here. Now, this lawyer says there's a lot more divorce filings coming across his desk right now. Attorney Mohammed Ali Hamoud, sorry about the truck noise there, says they're also getting a lot more reports of loud vehicles. That's enough for someone to divorce their spouse. No, he says they're getting a lot more domestic conflict cases happening because of anonymous posts claiming certain men are cheating on their spouses or accusing them of unethical behavior, or worse yet, serious crimes. Attorney Mohammed Ali Hamoud says, of course, T is the app that allows women to it's only women posting anonymously about the men they have dated. The attorney we spoke with says that people can do some things to fight what they believe to be false reporting about them. We also spoke with a women's empowerment coach who says apps like T actually help keep them safe. Listen to both sides.
I tell them you got 3 options. Option one, you ignore it. Option 2, you send a cease and desist letter, whether yourself or through a lawyer. Option 3 is usually the most expensive and most difficult. It's to file a civil suit for defamation. Requires you to retain an attorney, requires you to pay expert fees, because one of the challenges with filing a defamation claim is, besides the fact that you have to prove that it was false or misleading, you have to prove that it was made to a third party, and finally you have to prove that you have to prove your damages.
I think overall, if men don't want women to say bad things about them, then they just shouldn't do bad things, and they probably wouldn't end up on apps like that. So overall, a man who's an upstanding member of society is generally not going to end up in those sort of conversations if he's treating women with safety and respect. Obviously, you know, I do understand that there are exceptions to that.
Filing a defamation claim could cost you upwards of 10 grand. Live in Dearborn, Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Dave, thanks so much. Yeah, certainly there's more to be heard on this one, so we appreciate you. Thanks.
Yep.
Well, the search for a missing man from Rockwood, entering its 5th day now.
Yeah, the family and friends of Jacob Angelus are extremely worried. The 22-year-old was last seen Saturday at the Michigan Renaissance Festival out in Holly. Police say flock cameras picked up Jacob's silver Jeep later that day. Those are those highway cameras heading north on I-75 near Saginaw. He was supposed to work early Sunday morning, but never showed up. Jacob's phone is either off or has a dead battery, and the hard drive on his computer was removed. A search of the festival grounds turned up nothing. The sighting on I-75 is also strange since Jacob's family says he avoided using freeways. His parents don't want to go on camera, but tell Fox 2 they're extremely shaken up, and of course they hope he's found. A local rescue group is doing everything in their power to save an aging pony rescued from life-threatening conditions.
Well, now they're asking for the community's help. The Rescue Horses Haven has been sheltering and nursing a pony named RC, who's living with Cushing's disease. He was found in deplorable conditions on a farm in Clinton County. Well, the nonprofit says there's been an ongoing legal battle with RC's owners. However, the owners apparently entered a plea deal after giving a judge required veterinary reports and other health information, and now the pony could be going back.
If your horse is a geriatric old horse that cannot masticate its food and cannot stay warm and cannot, you know, it should never get to the point where it cannot stand up. It is our responsibility as stewards of these animals' lives to give them a kind end before they suffer.
Well, this is RC that you're seeing right there. And as we said, RC could end up back with the original owner on the farm. The rescue says they're hoping to make a deal so that RC can stay with them during his last days.
Well, an overnight semi-crash leads to drivers hitting the brakes on I-94. Police say a Canadian semi-driver was going too fast on the ramp to 96, and his trailer ended up flipping. While crews tried to pull the trailer upright, the trailer broke apart, spilling about 40,000 pounds of brake pads right onto the road. Crews had to clean up the debris by hand. Nobody was hurt. The ramp was closed for hours, reopening shortly before 11 a.m. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan weighs in on the race for his replacement. He's making it clear he's standing with Council President Mary Sheffield.
It is a huge endorsement for Sheffield, who's worked alongside Duggan for years.
She is prepared for the job, and so this isn't against anybody. I just decided quite a while ago I was going to be voting for Mary Sheffield.
It's been an amazing journey. I've gleaned a lot from Mayor Duggan and his leadership that has prepared me for this moment.
Sheffield stopped short of endorsing Duggan for next year's governor's race, but did say she believes that race will directly impact Detroit. And Sheffield will face Pastor Solomon Kinlock in the November election. He reacted to Duggan's endorsement, saying, quote, Mayor Mike Duggan doesn't get the right to decide his successor. The voters in Detroit will determine the next mayor in November. We don't have coronations. This campaign is about voters who want to see investment in neighborhoods, not just downtown. We will win this election in the streets, door to door, and block by block to ensure that no one is left out of Detroit's continued growth, end quote. And the city of Detroit celebrating the opening of the new massive Chandler Park Fieldhouse.
It's pretty incredible. It's 130,000 square feet. There's a track, soccer field, football field, as well as a multi-purpose court that can be used for tennis, basketball, and pickleball. Multiple courts, actually. How about lacrosse and golf? Well, there's that, too. This is a much-needed place for people to go to on the east side, especially when the weather changes.
I think it's great. They were saying at the ribbon cutting that they didn't have a center in this community, so it's great that they've added it.
It looks good, it smells good. Yeah. I'm feeling that.
It's got that new building smell still.
Yes, absolutely.
What does it mean to have another place for your sons to come out and play, especially when it starts getting colder?
Yeah, and what's crazy, I'm glad you said that because I was looking for somewhere for them to have, and this is real close by home.
That's awesome. The price tag, nearly $14 million, is paid for with funding from the American Rescue Plan Act. Rich, over